EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
With my partner, Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And off we go from Soldier Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And the defense can't come up with the stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They give up the middle with Hall. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On the bootleg. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield. Montez Sweat getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. And the Bears are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, It's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he will score. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. That's Jones in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Montez Sweat. He works his way in. And that's now 2 sacks for him in the opening quarter. This returnable with Palmer. Oh, looks like he's over the scene for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return.
35-yard line.
Get it up.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Out to his right. Now he'll run. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
You know this defense works all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's a short throw caught by Komet. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. Williams looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Harrison Mevis on for the field goal. A 49-yard.
This one is good. He knocks it through. 1 quarter in the books. 10-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this.
Harrison Bevis to kick off.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Another run here with Hall. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one, but they're going to need to convert on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, faking the give. He gets this complete to Mitchell. Down to the 10. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Jets. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Spencer Schrader now on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7.
Jets 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line.
Vegas!
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
What is it? Yes.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's going to air this one out. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Jones in motion. On the give, it's Hall. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackles back at the 8.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And third down coming up.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
At the 33-yard line.
Vegas!
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
What is up?
Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the two goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that first down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on second and third down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
Williams to throw on second down. Rolling right. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Rose Odunze. Touchdown Bears. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. They give to Hall. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this. They'll come up now for second down and 4. The motion man here is Mitchell. On play action, he'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
19 yards. And the Jets, first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
The motion man here is Mitchell. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Mason Taylor, the tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Again, here's Hall. He'll push forward for about a yard. Kobe Bryant there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
3rd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Up pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big play to kick off this drive. That is a 74-yard gain.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Vegas!
To throw, it's Williams. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Bears up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down to the 37. A signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On first and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway.
What is up?
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 42 yards.
That's good.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Punch first! Punch first! Punch first! Yes, yes! Yes, yes!
Throwing is Williams. Forced to his right. Chris is caught at the 2. And he is out of bounds. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
This has been a really good drive so far. But what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Punch first! Punch first! Punch first!
Williams to the air once more. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. Open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. He's into space, past the 15. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 37 yards. That's Jones in motion. to the air now on 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He's inside the 25. And he will score. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kick feels good. Takes the score of Bears 24, Jets 14.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move. The ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Williams now to throw. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Luther Burton, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
What is that?
Give up the middle with Swift. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Minka Fitzpatrick up to make the stop.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's in. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Bears will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a
at
touchdown.
their own 35-yard line.
They put Wilson in motion. Here's Hall. And that one is going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. That's Jones in motion. Throwing now on third and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll send the receiver in motion to the left.
First down, New York.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. They will run it over center with Hall. There he goes, inside the 30. And he will score! Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 31, Jets 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Williams. He'll air one out for Palmer. A big hole. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Bears are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Now, faking the give. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
17 yards. And the Jets, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 14 on the pickup, and the Jets have a 1st down. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll look to throw. To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The motion man here is Mitchell. They'll look to throw again. He'll look underneath for Hall.
Wow, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Back to the air one more time. That one taken in by Mitchell. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. We'll try to run for it with Hall. He's got another one. Breece Hall, touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my brother, so what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around, better settle down, no point doing that.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To throw, it's Williams. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Return, here comes Davis. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. It's first down, and it's Paul. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Gibson now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He's inside the 40. Inside the 20, and he will dive into the end zone. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I love watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
That's Jones in motion. Third down, here's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. And the Jets have a first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Clemson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive...
Nowhere to go! He's going to be taken down! Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 22-yard line.
Yes, yes! Yes, yes!
Here's Williams. And this is going to be a touchdown! They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Nevis good on the extra point. And the Bears are going to extend their lead.
Harrison Nevis to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. Into the hands of Wilson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And the Jets first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. On the move left. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
yards is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.